today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. As we'll see Mac Jones and the New England Patriots versus Teddy Bridgewater and the Las Vegas Raiders.
It's a sight that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New England Patriots. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
First play, Bridgewater looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, Charles, look, and this is probably a harbinger of things to come. He's got such trust in his tight end, and there on back-to-back plays, we're seeing that on display.
And when they have that kind of trust, they're not as worried about what the coverage is because they feel like they know each other so well. They'll make the subtle move downfield, and the ball will end up in the right spot. And by the way, partner, what's harbinger mean? Help me out.
Well, you're the one that taught me that a few years ago, so I'll have to lean on you for that. I'm just hoping it fit into the sentence correctly.
I must have got it from my word of the day calendar on my desk.
Once again, it's Jacobs, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. To throw, Bridgewater. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Swing.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the back. Rush it.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's put that team on the bus. Let's 57. Let's pick it up.
Now Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jalen Waddle from 6 yards away. And the Pats are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They go play action. Bridgewater. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Throwing Jones. He completes it to Henry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mike's for two. Mike's for two. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Watch the
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
49, 49. Slam.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Slot man moves right.
Mike's 49.
Back to Stevenson on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Deuce. 60 Eagle. Hit the street. Shit.
They run once more with Stevenson. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
49.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Las Vegas's offense back out there ready to go.
Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. From the 29, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Now he's flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On second down and 4, Jones.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless
They can get something on the board here before intermission. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Bridgewater. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Bridgewater. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. On 1st and 10, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again, Jones. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The slot man in motion right. Now Jones, a final shot before break. Going deep here for Parker. And this is caught inside the 5. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Stevenson gets it again on second down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike 42, Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Hey. No.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
57,
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Second and 5 now. Jones.
Flush. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
57, Mike 57. Hey, tight.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Hey, watch the slant. Tighten up.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
41 yards.
And the Patriots continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, Bring your game.
Buyer beware. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is now 24. That time a 6-play drive.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Judon. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play fake. Bridgewater. And he will slide down with a good gain. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now Bridgewater. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England trying to get a place on offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Jones now on 1st and 10.
Slant route, and he finds Thornton. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Robinson up the middle.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 7, Jones. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James Robinson, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Bridgewater now. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete. They go with Jacobs, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Robinson with another carry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On the handoff, Stevenson. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Stevenson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith who had 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And now here come the Raiders.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Bridgewater on 1st down. It's caught here by Adams. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. Bridgewater. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And again, it's Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. One last shot now for Bridgewater. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line.
The Patriots, as they so often do, moving on in the playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.